Earlier this week, I was at the University of Oregon giving a keynote speech to 200 rowdy teenagers. And it was electric, and I gave them a summary of my life story. It took about 15 minutes, but I'm going to give you the summary, very short summary of it. And then they asked me some deep, deep questions that I would like to share with you today. Because they hit home to the soul of living your truth. So what I shared with these teenagers who want to go to college, I shared with them my life story of a Cuban refugee. I was born in Cuba, came on the Mario boat lift when I was 4 years old, and I was raised in the inner city of Miami by a single mom, and I wanted to get out of this poverty. So I said, I'm going to go to the NBA and be the next Michael Jordan. So I pursued that dream with passion. I'm going to be the next Michael Jordan. And I failed. I said, well, what do short Cubans do? They go to the major leagues. So I pursued that dream with passion. And I failed. And there was a couple other failures along the road. But then I got lucky. I got into college, got a double major, and went on to medical school. Now I'm living the dream I shared with them. I'm living the dream, house on a hill, married my soulmate, got 3 beautiful children. And I shared with them that story, and I said, any questions? If I can do it as a Cuban refugee, anyone in this room can do it, I told the teenagers. Then, a Hispanic gentleman, maybe Mexican, I'm not sure where he's from, but he looked Hispanic, and he had some tattoos and earrings, and he looked pretty tough. He looked at me and said, how do you know your dream is over? What if you have external influences telling you your dream is over? Why do you stop there? How did you continue and not know that your dream was over? And I said, when a dream ends and when a dream begins, you find the answer from within, not from any external influences. So we have to tune into our inner wisdom, inner knowledge. And that really comes from science. And I shared with them this, that in our brain we have neurotransmitters, but in our gut we have more neurotransmitters. We have a larger nervous system in our gut, enteric nervous system. So when we have that knowing from within, nobody's going to tell us not to pursue this dream or the dream is over. I told them, you will know. So I tell the teenagers, you will know which dream to pursue, and you will know when the dream is over. And another teenager asked a question. He said, I see in your life story that you gave us, you had a lot of failures. How did you continue to stay motivated after each failure? Pretty deep question. So I told them that success is defined as going from failure to failure with enthusiasm. Those are not my words, that's Winston Churchill, but I said to the teenagers, don't think about failure, because that's the end result. Think about the journey. That's the most rewarding thing. It's the journey, and then failure is just a springboard, a stepping stone to your next great adventure. And the final question that I think really hits home, goes straight to the heart, that this teenager asked me. He said the following: I see that in your life story, from NBA, major leagues, all these different things you did, you had a really strong work ethic. What if somebody doesn't have that strong work ethic? What do you do then? Isn't these some pretty deep questions these teenagers are asking? I said, when you pursue your passion, your work becomes your play. Your vocation becomes your vacation. So I told them that people from the outside will look at my life and say, that's such hard work, you had to work ethic. And I'm like, I was playing. I loved playing on the streets of Miami trying to go to the NBA. I loved all the friends and relationships I built, and it was the journey that was so great. And people thought that it was a lot of hard work, but for me it was fun. It was play. In fact, it reminds me of a famous story. A Western journalist came to Mahatma Gandhi and said, you've been working every day, 15 hours every single day for the past 49 years. don't you need a vacation? And Gandhi famously said, I am always on vacation. So he was doing what he loved. He was doing his life's work, his dharma. So I felt that those three questions that the teenagers asked me really answered the living your truth, because knowledge is not enough. So when we are discovering how to live our truth, we ask ourselves some of the following questions. Is our mind, emotions, and our nervous system, are they synchronized? I think it was a quote in the bulletin there. So, is our mind, emotions, and nervous system synchronized? Are we having fun with our activity? Are we getting results? Is it something that's coming relatively easy for us? Are we rewarded? Are we inspired? Are we inspiring others? So see, these are some of the simple questions. And we can just tune into our body, our inner wisdom, inner intelligence, that's telling us if it's right or if it's wrong. And we pursue that. No one from the outside can tell us really what to do. And I want to share with you, about a year and a half ago, we were on vacation